At the Chihuly Glass Museum, well, of course, we're going to see lots of glass now. This guy had quite the imagination for making glass pieces. There's one with a dolphin. Oh, and an eel. Look at that. This submarine. So what they have here is they have the sail here from that submarine for the memorial. Good morning. Yeah, we are off today to my sister and brother-in-law, Susan and Bob. They're up here visiting from San Antonio. Actually, he's working a job up in Gig Harbor. So we're leaving Alma this morning. We're driving over to Gig Harbor. We're going to go spend the day with them. I'm going to go do some walking around downtown Tacoma with Susan and Bob. We actually have a halfway decent sunrise here this morning, but you can't see it with all the trees. We made it to Susan and Bob's, and we're going to head off on this Volts March and go find out what Tacoma has to offer here. As we head into Tacoma to do our walk, we're coming across the Tacoma Narrows Bridge.
Fourth largest suspension bridge in the country.
I think Bob just said the fourth largest suspension bridge in the country. Driving through some of these neighborhoods, we've got some pretty cool houses and buildings here. There's an old church over here. Looks like it.
I think it's about school.
Old school. Yeah. Stadium High School gets its name from this bowl where their track and field is at here. Get a good shot of it here. Quite the building for a high school. Right here at the start of the walking tour we're going to do is the Washington State Historical Society. They got this really cool building here. Wow. Looks like this building was built in 1911. On our walking tour here, we came across Pop Culture Emporium. All kinds of cool stuff. Oh, well, hello there. We have a little visitor. Hi, kitty. Meow. Okay, thank you. Photobombing. That. There's a reason why they have these walking tours. We get to see beautiful old cathedrals like this one. Part of the walk down here in Tacoma is taking us around Wright Park. Pretty good sized park. It's very pretty. We have a play area for kids here in the park. Wright Park, established 1890. And the map of the park. You can see it covers quite a few city blocks. Beautiful park. They've got lawn bowling over here. Here is what's called Central School from 1912. Check this out. This thing's amazing. All the old buildings we've been seeing, and then we come around this corner and here's this great big modern building over here. Wow. So is this. This is the theater. That's a really cool fountain here. Wish they had water running in it. That would have been kind of cool. We keep running across these masks down here. Sorry, am I just butting right in on you here? Here we have the Tacoma Convention Center. All right, we're heading down the hill to Pacific, and then we're going to turn right.
We're going to cross and turn right.
Cross Pacific and turn right. It says to Interstate 5. Well, here's the Children's Museum of Tacoma. And they've got artwork here. So this sculpture represents the Puyallup tribe and how important blankets were in trading to them. So we have blankets here stacked up. Very important piece of history, the Indians. Now we're coming up on the Union Station. Beautiful building. What architecture.
What did I ask a minute ago?
Didn't the train companies know how to build train stations back in the day?
And that's Chihuly art in the window.
Chihuly art in the window. Can't see it from the camera here. And here's a businessman with his bags, getting ready to go somewhere. We made a stop at Starbucks and found a little place here in the shade to sit down and enjoy iced white chocolate mocha. Here we've got Union Station behind us now, and we're walking over the bridge to the Chihuly Glass Museum. If you look up here, you see all the different Chihuly glass. A very famous glass artist. He's got his art pieces around the world. Absolutely amazing, some of the stuff he's done. Another view of the Union Station. This is the backside view of the Union Station. We're actually standing out here where the train tracks used to come in to the Union Station many years ago. Now, as you can see, it's freeway. Woohoo! At the Chihuly Glass Museum, well, of course, we're going to see lots of glass now. There's one with a dolphin. Oh, and an eel. Look at that. It's amazing, his imagination and what he can do with glass is really something. Just a view of Tacoma here and the density of everything here, the housing, the apartments. We're right across the freeway from the Union Station. And over here behind me is the waterfront. I'll come over here and get a video. And a view of the waterfront down here. And Chihuly glass sculptures, but they're not running the water today. It's all dry in the fountain.
You just want to qualify that?
I got you, bro.
Wonder where they're off to. Hope everybody's safe. We have a wall of water. Cascading water. Artist is Wyland. Date on it is 1980. Killer whales and an eagle on this mural. Behind me here we have the world's tallest totem pole. It was erected in 1930. Just keeps going up and up and up and up. Well, there's the top. And look, there's a seagull on top. He's even making it taller.
Seagull?
Yeah, see the seagull on top?
Oh yeah, I saw him when he took my picture.
Largest totem pole in the world. It was erected in 1903. Woo! That is one big totem pole. A stop here along the waterfront, and there's this bridge over here, and it's framing Mount Rainier perfectly, but you really can't see Mount Rainier through the haze. Let's see what we can do there. Oh, there, and then the chain link fence is framing the bridge. Mount Rainier in the background. This walk is just so fascinating with these old buildings. When you come around a corner, and then here's what you see. That is just a big clock tower on a historic building.
The original City Hall.
It's the original City Hall. Here we are, and we're at the Elks Temple here, but it looks like McMenamins is now the proud owner of the Elks Temple. It's McMenamins Elks Temple. And up here in the Northwest, everybody knows McMenamins is the same as pub and brew house. And then we've got some Spanish steps here from 1916. We're going to go up. Quite nice. Some of the things you'll see when you're out on a walk in Tacoma. Crazy. Oh, look. Just something they put on the side of a building. Wild. We have come full circle on our walk here. It was a 6K walk. We're back at the old high school here, at the Stadium High School. Here we finally get to see the sign here for the Stadium High School. And you can see they're up here on the hill overlooking the sound. We've got the water in the background. This big, beautiful, old historic building that they've converted to a high school. This was a train hotel many years ago. Now they've converted it to a high school. Absolute beautiful, beautiful building. And the ironwork on the stair railings, really something. Well, you don't see that anymore. So I'm going to get up closer here to this Stadium High School entrance here. This is just amazing. It's a big S on it. Could you imagine going to school at this high school? Amazing. We had a great walk around downtown Tacoma, saw a lot of neat historic buildings, and then we end up back here at the historic school here at the Stadium High School, and we're almost back to the car now. We are on the waterfront in Bremerton, Washington, and we're looking at all the boats out here. Plus they have the USS Turner Joy battleship out here. And then of course all your leisure craft. And with COVID-19, the USS Turner Joy is closed, so we don't get to go and do a tour of the battleship. However, it's one very much like that that is used in the movie with Tom Hanks. What's the name of it again?
Greyhound.
Greyhound. That's right, Greyhound. Uses a similar battleship to this one. Down here on the waterfront, they do have all these little markers here, or memorials, for all the different, looks like people and ships. There's one over here for the USS Saratoga. And we've got USS California. The Oklahoma. Looks like that was a battleship, BB-37. USS Princeton. Commissioned in February 43 and sunk October 24th, 1944. And here's USS Hornet. Yeah, they've got a nice little walkway here along the waterfront. Nice wide path. There's one heck of a propeller for you. I don't think that's used on personal watercraft. Now, what do we have here?
Monument to the Naval Yard workers.
Aha. Naval Yard worker giving a model of an aircraft carrier to a child. Puget Sound Naval Shipyard. 100 years. I don't know if I can get that. The sun's kind of reflecting off of it. Oh, then they've got murals here on the propeller blades. There's one of the big ferries. We're here at the Ferry Terminal, and this ferry just happens to be almost ready to go. We're retracting the pedestrian walkway, getting the lines in, and we're probably going to see a ramp go up here in just a minute. Slowly pulling away. Oh yeah, look at the water churn. Pour on that power. On this walk down here on the Bremerton Waterfront, they have a memorial to a submarine here, the USS Parch, yeah. America's most decorated ship, this submarine. So what they have here is they have the sail here from that submarine for the memorial.
Buried underground.
Yeah. Bob says the rest of it's buried underground. This thing was huge. So you can imagine how much ground underneath her it displaced.
But it's fascinating when you read this line here. You would think that the most decorated ship in America's naval history would have been from a World War II or other major event. This is in our lifetime, and many of, or all of which remain classified to this day. There was enough special operations to be the most decorated ship, and we have no idea what it is, what it was doing.
Can we say Navy SEALs? When you think about it, the submarine got all these decorations between 1974 and 2009, or 1979 and 2004. 1979 and 2004, it received all these decorations. So in our lifetime, This submarine was more decorated than any other naval ship in history. So what were they doing? And oh, and it says it's all classified, so we don't know what they were doing. So it really makes you stop and think what was going on from 79 to 2004 and in the Pacific.
And what's going on today.
Yeah, and what's going on today. So, wow. Wow, something to think about. Of course, we're down here where the Naval Museum is at as well. And guess what? It's closed too. So all we can do is walk around out here and look what there is to see.
The park dedicating to the naval, to the Bremerton Naval Yard workers.
Another memorial to the Bremerton Naval Yard workers. At least they've got some things outside we can see.